Welcome, my heroes. Ooh, don't you love when that super call and say there's not enough heat? And you're like, let me just put that thing on bypass. Nah, not this one. This one just needs a little bit of Heatimer talk. Starring Brandon F. Campbell. Let's talk about it.
What's going on?
What company?
Leave it in.
They called it in. Said it wasn't enough heat. These calls can be simple. If the boiler's working...
I'm assuming down here, right?
Yeah, I'll call them. Just pull it, yeah.
I got you.
If the boiler's working, ain't much to fix. Just gotta give them more heat. Might just be a heat control adjustment. And look, they got 2 boilers. Not enough heat.
That's hot. That ran. That's hot. That ran. We gotta wait for the super, see what he says.
It's a nice boiler room.
He's off cycle right now.
Chillier in the building.
Yeah.
The past couple days, it's not building up pressure on the boilers. It usually gets around like 2.5 pounds.
Okay.
It's not building any pressure.
Well, the boilers get to 2.5 or the Heatimer?
So what's happening? The boilers aren't even building any pressure, and the Heatimer usually kicks off
Because
around
it's reaching the return temperature.
So it is, but usually I would actually build pressure before it would reach the return temperature.
That's how it's supposed to work.
Right.
Correct.
Exactly.
So this is what we're gonna do.
So I've been putting the return temperature up.
No. We're gonna do this.
Okay.
So right now, it's off because of cycle, right?
Right.
So we're gonna.
I'm gonna put it on fast cycle. If I can start a new cycle and see what's up.
When it says heat established, what it doesn't usually say?
Oh, when it says heat established?
Yeah.
It's
What temperature doesn't?
178.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, because I just wanted to make sure we don't go into thermal lockout. 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm counting for the fast cycle. There it goes. So now,
I'm gonna put it on bypass.
Yeah.
We're gonna let it run until you build pressure. Once we start seeing 1 pound, whatever the system temperature is, I'm gonna set it to there.
Okay.
Because that means whenever you reach 1 pound, it's gonna say cycle on, and because you're already making pressure, and whatever that cycle on time is, it's gonna give you that time to build your 5 pounds.
Got it. But that's what, so I'm curious about it. It's been working fine. So what's the difference? I haven't actually touched anything. It was building pressure.
Unless, let's go there.
Yeah. I mean, let's try this out, right?
No, we're gonna try it out, because then, what I'm thinking, because you have 2 boilers and they work together, right? We're gonna see.
so right now, I'm gonna run the boiler on bypass, both boilers.
So you're going in high fire.
Yeah, usually on auto, right? It starts, it's high fire, and it'll gradually go down.
Correct. But if you have 2 boilers going on high fire, bro, and you're not building heat, that's scary.
Right. It's funny, like I noticed, it was warmer yesterday, but then today I was like, it feels a little colder in the building. I was in a couple different apartments, and then a lady mentioned it to me. I was like, it might be the no pressure thing.
They are getting heat, though, on the header.
You in the apartments, there is some heat
On the header, but it's the radiators that are not getting it.
The radiators are actually a little warm.
Okay.
But it's not, I don't think it's not building as much pressure as it usually does.
When you have pressure. Got you. Because now, what I want to see, you said 170 is your heat established. I want to see if we could build pressure before that.
Right.
Because now, obviously we're not, but I want to see what's happening at that time.
So right now, I go to the back of the boiler to check my flame to see if my flame is small. If my flame is too small, then they will have trouble building heat. But the flame looks perfectly fine.
Have you had new oil recently?
Sorry?
Any oil delivery recently?
I got one coming tomorrow, about a week, maybe like a week and a half ago. I got one.
That ain't changed oil or anything like that?
Same company.
Who does your oil strainers and stuff? Like I know we do, but
So I cleaned them out last week.
Okay.
They were pretty clean.
I'm just trying to figure out what changed.
Trust me, me too. That's why I'm not gonna make too many adjustments. I'll like let you come out, take a look. I was like, I'm not gonna put up what's been going on.
I agree. If we could build 1 pound before your 170, then I'm curious to know why it's not happening on its own.
I talk a lot to the supers. I like to conversate. It gives them confidence in their mechanic.
Whenever I see the water bouncing, that tells me you're building steam. So I'm just curious, you know.
In this type of system, it's a one-pipe feed system. If there was a leak, but it actually really smelled like a big leak, I would have to see on the sewer.
You would notice.
Stop me from building pressure.
In my thought, the boilers will run less because you're losing water at the boiler.
Right.
So then that means your boiler will run, won't make pressure, turn off because of water level, and fill itself, and then restart again, never building pressure. That's the only way I can see you losing water can cause us this issue.
Because I had my return line that's in the ground last year.
Yeah.
Sprung a leak. Change the return line. But I know something's up because I hear it filling up with water.
That's what I was gonna say. If you had a return leak, I think you would notice.
Yeah.
Especially since it happened to you before.
Yeah. I figured that's different. I hear it, I hear it always pumping water. I don't think I've shown up on pressure since we changed our heat time.
There you go.
Okay, now we're talking.
There you go.
Now the heat time is good.
No. So then hold on. Have you built pressure since the heat timer?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No.
No, I can come down, and I can be like, all right, I know it's set at like maybe it's at 3 psi, 2.5 psi,
Okay.
something like that. And this would always reach about 3 psi.
All right. So the highest should go 3
Should be good.
before shutting off.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what is not happening.
Okay.
So before we use a heat timer, that old heat timer, we still only work off the pressure control. It would hit about 4.5. Yeah.
Yes.
4.5 went off. So the building used to be real hot.
Yes. Because the heat timer would tell the boiler would tell the heat timer when it hits. Like,
Trying to properly balance the building out, and I'm like trying to fine tune it.
this is the way.
Right.
This is the way. So we're at 160.
We're gonna be at 170. We should be at 170. I put up to 178 right before you came because it was at 176.
And where did it now? 178. What's happening upstairs is not getting
I'm getting heat.
you getting heat, but everybody.
It's warm. It's not hot. You know what I mean? Like it's lukewarm. It's not boiling hot like it usually is.
Yeah.
But I can feel there's.
You need more. You need a little bit more.
Especially when it's cold. When the temperature's low, you need more. Otherwise, with good heat, it's warm in these apartments.
Because you shouldn't be. Hold on. You shouldn't be
I think it's because it's too cold.
moving.
I think it's because it was too cold. That's what happened. It was too cold and he wasn't getting enough compensated.
But that's what I said. The only reason I feel like it might be moving now is because it just finished another cycle.
It's okay. We'll just give it a little bit more.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
And what I'll do, we can. You said right now we're at like 178.
Yeah.
We'll put it to 182, and then give it a little bit more in the letters. If you get too much heat, we'll bring it down in the letters. But I'd rather you control it through the letters than the system. Because then we'll give it to a point where even if it hits 180, it shuts off with the letters.
Because the difference in those two is this heat timer. The old heat timer, I didn't have to move it all to A. It was hot, you know?
Yeah.
This one I realized, when I would talk to other supers, I'm like, oh, I still have it on AB. Because like I said, what didn't click for me is that it wasn't building pressure, but yet the system really hasn't changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't change the temperature, I didn't change the system.
This proves to me that you can build pressure.
Yeah, so you don't have a leak.
So it's something. According to low fire.
The sounds that the boiler makes.
Because you're there now. That's why. So hold on.
I take it off bypass because now we got pressure. So now it should be on cycle on.
Wait a minute. No.
I'm thinking.
So right now,
Yeah, we're at 176.
and we got pressure, so, but that doesn't explain prior. What I want to do,
So I know he could build heat. I know he could build steam pressure.
at night, are you good, or are you like, because I would assume at night you're worse.
So usually, it's been probably a little cooler these past few nights because this wasn't. I feel like this wasn't even really during the day.
Yeah.
Usually it's too hot at night, but it doesn't go on. Like, it goes on now, but like I even set this down to like just to like give us a little bit more of adjustment. When I used to be set to 40 degrees, below 40 it would kick on.
Yeah.
I managed to put down to 39 to make a difference.
Got you. When it's really colder.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise it gets too hot in these
Yeah.
apartments. People bitch, but oh god, so that only went up by like
That's why I went like that. And I believe it runs off of a curve. So if it's
Yes, it
colder,
does.
you get more time.
Right.
So because it's not that cold,
If I remember the manual correctly, this is big.
that's
big
exactly
curve
what.
on it, yeah.
That's exactly how it looks.
I backwards and forward.
That's
'Cause
exactly.
I always wanted to hook it up to the network and start remote controlling it.
That'd be
and watching
crazy.
it.
That'd be
So,
dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's actually cool. It's just a lot of routers and
I got it. I already
repeaters.
did all that myself.
Really?
I have the basement with I got a mesh network. I have a lot of networks set up down here.
Yeah.
And I've hardwired a lot of lines and ran the cable myself.
So you're not even have repeaters. You have the hard wire straight
Yes,
through.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna even say like the other day too. I checked the blow-off valves occasionally.
Yeah.
And it was, I was like, I'm
Wait,
putting
the
it-
pop safeties?
Yeah, pop safety.
You're a thug for that.
Huh?
You're crazy because
I had guys yelling at me like, you don't check those? He said you should set up. He said you need to set up a system.
okay, so
Do it.
yes, the chain and shit, but you're risking it because if you're gonna do that, do it.
Got stuck.
Yes, do it as often as possible because it's metal,
Yeah.
and it'll be lubricating in a sense, right? But I went to a job, they never touched it. I had to change the the pressure control, and the steam was taking forever to leave. So I popped it. This tells you, hey, we need heat. The multi-mod tells you which boiler is going to give you heat, and then on the header you have pressure controls. They're going to remove that and put a transducer. The transducer, so now it's going to be, this multi-mod is going to need 5 pounds, not the boiler, the header. You know what I'm saying? It's much better. Much better.
Is that more efficient?
Yes.
Okay.
Because now high fire is controlled by the multi-mod, not by the pressure control per se.
Got it.
So like when you see the multi-mod at 100%, it's because the boiler wants to get 100%. And as your heat build up, you're gonna see the multi-mod goes to, it's dope. If buildings can afford it, I say get it, bro. Get all that.
Technological stuff like that all the time.
You see, sometimes you just gotta have a little conversation with the super. Sometimes you gotta talk.
So nice to, I don't think we have before.
Nah,
What's your name?
Lamar.
Omar Jason.
Jason, thank you, bro.
I'll see you around.
You too.
Oh, there goes another one.
Appreciate you.
I made heat for the building, making sure that everybody's nice and warm and cozy. I proved that he could make pressure, that maybe that system temperature just needed to be up a little bit more. But it's okay, cause the super's happy, the building's happy, I'm happy. Until next time, my fellow heroes.